Good morning. Good morning. Today is Monday, March 1st. Do you believe it? It's a brand new month. The year is just flying by. March. What is the holiday that we have coming up in March? We've actually got two holidays for us. We've got the holiday where we celebrate green things, we eat green things, we talk about green things, we wear green things. What's that called? That's right. That's St. Patrick's Day. St. Patrick's Day is coming up. But the other one that Cedar Creek has that maybe not all schools have is we have our spring break coming up. So right after we're done with these 2 COVID weeks here, then we go right into spring break. And that's actually next week for us. So next week, there will not be any videos because we're on spring break. So this is a day where you take, or a week that you take the whole week to relax and play and rest and enjoy and just relax a little bit. So there will be videos this week, and then hopefully then the next week we'll be on spring break, so there will be no videos. The week after that will be the week of the 15th, and we'll be back in school. So I am so excited to see all my friends again. I'm looking forward to that. So for today, we need to start out with a share. And we've been talking, I have something to show you. Here's something to share. I have, if you remember, we've been talking in math, measurement, and we have our things to measure. We have looked at a ruler which has inches and centimeters on it. And we looked at a yardstick. I'll get way back so you can see the ends of it. A yardstick is how many feet? 1, 2, 3. 3 of these fits in one of these. Did I say a yard? Yeah, a yardstick, because this is called a yard. Still haven't had enough coffee yet this morning. It's pretty early in the morning for me. And then when I was at the school yesterday, I had to pick up your papers, but I told you I'd bring you one of these. And if you can, right here, you can maybe guess what that is. This is called a measuring tape, and I'll show it to you. Get a little closer. It looks just like a ruler. Only the cool thing about it is that it bends. You can actually measure around something because it's flexible and it bends. But it's got inches, just like a regular ruler. See it there? It's got a lot of inches. You can measure a lot. So let's find out how big this is. Well, first of all, we know it's bigger than an inch because it's got a lot of these. Secondly, is it bigger than a foot? A foot is how many inches? Get close, right there. See it? 12. A foot is 12 inches. Well, let's look here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 12 inches. Is it bigger than that? Yes, it's a lot bigger. See how that, I'm going to hook it up to the ruler here. Measure the ruler. See, it's right 12 inches, just like my ruler. Just exactly like the ruler. Well, is it bigger than a yard? Well, how many inches are in a yard? My yard is it's gotten paint on it, so it's kind of hard to see. But if you look way down there at the last number is 36. Let's see. There's 12, which is 1 foot. 24 is going to be 2 feet. There's 24. It's 2 feet long. And there's 36, which is 3 feet long. Is it longer than that? Yep. I've still got more. This is longer even than a yard. Okay? So now my next foot is going to be at 48 because 12 inches times 1 is 12. That's 1 foot. 12 inches times 2 is 24. That's 2 feet. 12 inches times 3 is 36. That's 3 feet or a yard. 12 inches times 4 is 48. So let's see if this is at least 4 feet long. Looking for 48 inches. There it is. It's at least 4 feet long. Wow, this is big. This is the biggest thing I have to measure with so far. But there's still more down there. More down there. Let's find out if this is even longer. Let's see if this is 5 feet. Now, if 48 inches is 4 feet and every foot has 12 inches, we need to count on from 48. We have to count 12 more and see what number we get, and then see if our measuring tape is that long. Okay, so I want to do kind of a big number count on today. So let's put 48 in our head. 48 is going to be the big number, and we're going to put 12 and count it by 12. Well, do I have 12 fingers? No. So what do I use? I have 10, and then 2 more is 12. Okay, you ready? Here we go. 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, and remember I said I needed 2 more, right? 58, 59, 60. So what we have learned is 5 feet contains 60 inches. Let's see if our measuring tape is that long. Oh, it is exactly 60 inches long. So this measuring tape, this one that I'm looking at here, is 5 feet long. Is it longer than an inch? Yes, by a long shot. Is it longer than a foot? Yes, because it's longer than 12. Is it longer than a yard? Yes, because it's longer than 36 inches. Is it longer than 4 feet? Yes, because it's longer than 48 inches. Is it 5 feet long? Yes, because it is 60 inches. See them up there? There we go. Very good today. You guys are so great. I'm so proud of you. By the way, what you just did was multiplication, and high level multiplication, by the way. You did 12 times 1, meaning 12 one time is 12. 12 times 2, 12 inches, times 2, 12 and 12 is 24. 12 times 3 is 12, 24, 36. 12 times 4 is 12, 24, 36, 48. And 12 times 5 is 12, 24, 36, 48, and 60. Okay, very big, high level stuff today, high level stuff. Okay, now I told you that that was 12 times 5. Can I get to it another way? We actually skip counted by 12 to get to 60. But is there another way? If we think 12 times 5, what if we count by 5s 12 times? Will we get the same number? Yes. And I'm going back again. I'm jumping to some higher level stuff. Remember we said if you take 2 numbers and you add them together, you can switch those numbers around and still get the same answer. Well, multiplication is the same way. If you multiply 2 numbers, 12 times 5, you get 60. But if you multiply 5 times 12, you also get 60. Let's do it. To multiply times 5, we count by 5, right? So how many times do we have to count by 5s? 12, because I'm doing 5 times 12, okay? So let's do it. Remember we said 12 was this 10 fingers and then 2 more. So we're counting by fives. Can you do it with me? Here we go. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. There we go. 2 ways to do it. We're already into double-digit multiplication. Woo-hoo! We're starting off Monday on a roll. Good job today. Anyway, we haven't even gotten to our share. So, the tape measure, the ruler, the yardstick, today's share. Since we've been talking about measurement, I want us to find something for our share today that is less than, smaller than 1 inch long. Ooh, what is 1 inch long? There it is, right there. 1 inch, right there. Can you find something even smaller than that? Smaller than 1 inch? That's your challenge for today. That's your challenge. I have something really cool. My mom I told you my mom's an artist. She does lots of paintings and maybe I'll show you another one of her paintings. So I've got a great big one over in my living room that I can't show you because my living room's too messy. A great big picture of me over there that she painted of me when I was a girl. Maybe someday I'll get that down for you. It's kind of big, but anyway, she paints lots of pictures. She's painted, if you remember the magnet that I have hanging in the classroom, the drawing with me and the chickens, she did that one. She's done lots of little things. She once did a picture for me. She painted a picture and then she had it shrunk down to a very small size. She took it to an art store and had it shrunk to this size. And it's only this big. So that would be about 1 inch long. Maybe I'll share that next time. But so lately she's been building things in miniature, like doll houses. And doll houses, we've talked about in handwriting, there we go, another connect, is smaller than normal. It's smaller than something in your regular house. So right here, I'll show you. This is my share that's smaller than 1 inch. I'll get really close. Can you see what that is? That's a miniature of a can. And this is a can of tea is what it looks like right here. But as you can see, it's smaller than 1 inch. See it up there and see what's smaller than 1 inch? So today's share is to find something smaller than 1 inch. Is a regular can, like a can of soup or a can of soda, is that smaller than 1 inch? No. But how big do we think that is? Let's estimate. Let's look at our ruler. We have a can of soup or a can of soup. A can of soup. How big is a can of soup? Well, it's bigger than that. Would you say it's bigger than 2 inches? Yeah, I think a can of soup is bigger than that. Bigger than 3? Maybe. I'm going to guess. My guess, remember to estimate is to guess. My estimate is that a can of soup is about 5, maybe 4 inches long is my guess. 4 or 5, what do you think? 4 or 5? An estimate. When I get math out, I'll go get a can of soup and we'll measure it. Okay, fun. Measurement is so much fun. We have so much fun with measurement. So we'll take a can of soup. We'll play with it a little bit. But today's share is something, I don't even know where to put that. It's so big. Smaller than 1 inch. I'll show you my can of tea again. See? Isn't that cute? So you show me something smaller than 1 inch. All right, good job, good share. Let's go on to English today. In English, I told you all this week we're going to do something special. We're going to work on capitalization and punctuation, right? And review capitalization and punctuation. So I pulled it up here. There it is, right there in front of me. So for today, you will need a piece of paper. And on it, I want you to write the title for today is going to be big word, capitalization. And punctuation, big word. And I'm going to put Monday. It's a big word today, big words today, big title. But we'll be doing this all week, so I don't want it confused with Tuesdays or Wednesdays. And then today's date, need our name. Just looked over papers yesterday. Brianna, excellent job putting your name on all of your papers. You guys are doing a pretty good job of it. I really haven't had too much trouble, but I want to do a special shout out to Brianna today because her name was on all of her papers. And she's got a long name. Her name is longer than an inch. All right, good. Very good job, Brianna. We're proud of you. Name in today is 3. Well, my 1 looks like a 7, doesn't it? Let's try that again. Ah, come on, you. Move a little closer. I had to move so far away to get that yardstick in the picture. 3, 1, 21. And there you have it. Okay, go ahead while you're here and do your yes, no's because we're going to need them today. This is another thing I noticed you guys have been doing a good job on. Every paper turned into me has had these yes, no's on it. Really, really proud of you guys. You guys are fantastic. All right, so do your yes, no's on that. Make sure your title's here. You can pause the video if you want. And we're going to do some sentences today. All right, so let me pull up a different share. I'm going to pull up my whiteboard so I can type this out for you. Okay, be a text box and put number 1. And this one will say, okay, let me stretch it out for you. Okay, here's number 1. A farmer and his son took Glum to town. Oh boy, how do I fix this? And we're going to use our proofreading marks too. Well, I am. You don't have to. All you have to do is write the finished one on here. A farmer and his son took Glum to town. Remember I said every first word of a sentence needs to be capitalized. Okay? So get some proofreading mark. Oh, no. That's not what I wanted to do. I don't want my text red. My text black. Ah, come on. Make it black again. I guess it's not going to do it. Oh, here we go. Let's try getting over in this frame. Nope, doesn't want to do it. Okay, today we're going with red text, huh? Okay, for this one we'll do red. It says, a farmer and his son took Glum to town, and I need this letter to be, uppercase. What is the mark that I use in proofreading to make this uppercase? Remember that? 3 lines under it. That makes it uppercase. That's right. Very good. So this one needs to be uppercase, and I can write it right up here. That needs to be an uppercase A. Is there any other word in this sentence that needs to be uppercase? Are there any names in here? There are. Look at this one right here. See, Glum? Was Glum the donkey's name? Yes. Glum was a donkey. Do we capitalize donkey? No, because that's not his name. We talked about these being a proper noun. The word donkey is a noun. The word Glum is a proper noun because Glum was his name. That needs to be uppercase. And we're almost done, okay? And now we're missing a punctuation mark, and we're primarily focusing on periods, question marks, or exclamation marks. So first we have to decide what kind of sentence this is. Is it a statement, a question, or an exclamation? We've talked about these. So hopefully as we talk, it will bring it back to you. A statement is something you simply say. You don't get all excited. You don't jump up and down. You just say it. A statement, a question, is where you are asking something. You don't know the answer and you want somebody to give you an answer. A farmer and his son took Glum to town. Is that something I want to know from somebody? No, I'm not asking anybody anything. So it doesn't get a question mark. Am I shouting this or really excited about saying it and I really, really mean it? A farmer and his son took Glum to town. No, not really. I'm just making a statement. I'm just saying what happened. So in this case, my proofreading mark is a caret. That means I'm going to put a mark right here. And the mark I'm going to put in there is a period. Please don't write any of this down. You don't have to write anything of this down. This is actually your lesson. Okay? Now this is what you do have to write down. Now we're going to go back. We're going to go back to our share and pull up our, where to go? Where's my line paper? It's missing. There it is. Nope. Where'd it go? Somebody took my paper. Oh, there it is. I found it. Never mind. I found it. Hang on. Let's get my whiteboard back. Oh, we're acting tricky today. There it is. There it is right up there. See it? I couldn't find it, but there it is. So now we need to take our whiteboard and put it onto this paper. Okay, so here's what we need to write. And we need to fix it this time. We have put our proofreading marks in it. We need to write it correctly. So we're going to write A, because we're using uppercase, farmer, and and I need to write on my next line, but not that one. Start back down here. Glue, 2, 10. All right, that's it. I put in my uppercase letters right here and here, and I put my period in. Okay, let's go back to number 2. I don't know what this thing is. Hope I don't lose it. There it is. Okay, there's my whiteboard again. Let's do number 2. Let's get a text box. Should we do it in red? Let's do it in red because we've already started it in red. We might as well finish it in red. And here we go, number 2. Oh, now it won't do red. See how picky it's being. Picky, 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 picky. There we go. Number 2 says, space up there. It's not a super sentence without spaces, is it? Change this because I want to add a pronoun here for you. Remember, we've been talking about pronouns too. They're using not the names. All right, that's what I wanted. All right, here is number 2. Come on, you. There you go. Hey, number 2 says, they carried glum on a pole. We can move this over, can we? There we go. There we go. That looks nice. So space here. They carried glum on a pole. Right now we're looking for uppercase letters, capitalization. Draw back. Do my proofreading marks. These in black if we can get it. They carried glum on a pole. Remember, we said the first letter is always capitalized. So we need to make this letter capital. All right, how does that look? Yes. And there's another word in here that needs to be capital, same as this one up in here, same that we did up here. That name glum, we need to make that a capital too, an uppercase letter. And they carried glum on a pole. Now the other thing I need is a punctuation mark. Where does it go at the end? And what do I need? Is this a statement, a question, or an exclamation? Am I asking it or shouting it? Nope, I'm simply saying it. Okay, so I'm going to put a period in there. Know that I need to put a period right there at the end. Okay, let's get that onto our paper. And it looks like it's sharing over here. I hope it is. Isn't that cool how when I change screens, it changes the color of my ink in my ink pen? Magic. Okay, what was it? They carried and you notice I started on a yes. Uppercase G. A. All right. Very good. You guys are doing great. Let's go back to our whiteboard here. And now we're ready for number 3. Number 3. Oh, come on, you. The next sentence says, Glum was so heavy. We really do mean this, and we really want to say it with some excitement. So how is that going to affect my punctuation mark on this? First of all, let's find the uppercase letters. The uppercase letter is the first letter in the alphabet. Oh, I drew up my paper. The uppercase letter is always the first letter in the alphabet, and it also happens to be the name. So we want to make very sure that we put this in uppercase letters. So let's get a proofreading mark. And remember, you don't have to do this part. You only have to write on your lined paper. Okay, and now I want to say that Glum was so heavy. We really want to emphasize that. We're kind of excited about it. So what kind of mark do I use to show that I really mean what I say? I'm making an exclamation. I'm almost shouting it. That's right, I use an exclamation mark. So down here, my mark is going to be different. I'm using an exclamation mark, okay? All right, so now we go back to our share. And back to our, nope, not our whiteboard. Not our whiteboard. Oh, it's over here, wait. I don't have a chance to cancel that. There's where I fix it. Okay, and here's where we write it, right up top. Glum was so heavy. An exclamation mark right there. Okay. Very good. Very good. Good job on that. You're doing great, really. You're doing great on these on our first day. We'll see how we can get to where you can do these on your own. I bet you can already. Let's go back to our share, our whiteboard share, and let's put up number 3. This will be the last one we'll do for today because I'm running out of whiteboard. Okay. So we need a text box. We need it to be red, and we need it to be right here. And here we go. Number 4 says, Here's our last one for today. It says, was Glum a cat? Let's tackle the capitalization first. Was Glum a cat? Remember, the first letter of every sentence is uppercase. So let's make that one uppercase. And then we also have his name. And I think we're done with our punctuation or our capitalization. I think we got all of our capital letters. What about punctuation? What kind of sentence is this? Was Glum a cat? Am I telling you something? No, not really. So it doesn't get a period. Am I shouting at you? Was Glum a cat? No, not really. So it doesn't get an exclamation mark. Am I asking you something that I want you to respond to? I want you to give me the answer. Was Glum a cat? Yes, I want you to tell me whether Glum is a cat or not. So what kind of mark goes on the end of this? This gets a, it is a question. It gets a question. Okay. Was Glum a cat? And what's the answer to that, KJ? Was Glum a cat? No, Glum is a donkey. Very good. All right. So now let's move that over to our lined paper. It'll be the last one. Looks like we have just enough space here. Was Glum There you go. There you go. Good job today. Make sure that if you need to, let me pull this down a little bit. There it is. If you need to pause the video or freeze the video so that you can get all that down, that's great. I am seeing fantastic papers. You guys are just turning in amazing work. Really proud of you. Good job on all of this. Okay, keep up the good work. I'll see you next for math. And I'll bring that soup can in too. All right.